If you journey up or down the 5, you will find yourself at Six Flags theme park. But just a couple of miles away at a high school baseball field, you'll see some magic from a player who excels from both sides of the plate. Will Chambers is a senior first baseman and a 3-year varsity starter for the West Ranch Wildcats. He is a first-team All-League player, and he also thrives in the classroom with a 3.4 GPA. But it is his switch hitting which really makes him stand out.
There's people out there that switch hit, but to kind of produce home runs and big power and RBI numbers from both sides is pretty unique and something that he's really mastered.
His style of play really resembles someone like maybe Mark Teixeira. Switch hits the ball to all fields, hits for power. He's not the quickest guy, but he's athletic enough to get the job done.
Chambers started switch hitting at the age of 9, and he has never looked back. Last season, in 28 games, Will had a batting average of .392 and an on-base percentage of .525.
And we did some research and we saw that people did switch hit because we were so surprised. You know, we didn't know what it was, and then I just always stuck with it. I always found that it was just as easy to do both, so I was like, why not?
I think he plays in a very aggressive game of baseball. I think he's very confident in his skills and the things that he can do. I think he's a little bit shocked that every time he takes a swing, the ball doesn't go over the fence.
It wasn't always that easy for Chambers. His sophomore season, he suffered a debilitating injury.
And he hurt his knee. So he had a kneecap that kind of went the wrong direction. It was really gross, so I'll save you the details. But for him, that was kind of the first time that he'd had something that took him away from the game. And it took him away from the game for a long time.
Had a little injury that sidelined me for a little while, and after that, it kind of made me realize how lucky I am to play baseball. And it's a blessing to kind of get to play it every day.
I talked to him I think 2 days after, and he was on crutches, but he was still the same Will that he was when he wasn't hurt. Happy guy, always there for someone. He just doesn't change when something goes wrong.
The Wildcats are having the best 3-year stretch in the school's history. Chambers is a common denominator.
He's the one we look to when we need motivation, when we need something to be said to the team. He's always been the guy who has done that.
If you think baseball is all there is to Will, guess again.
I'm a rodeo guy, and there's not much rodeo in California, but my dad was a bull rider, actually. Yeah, so, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell from me. I'm all fragile, and he's a big bull rider, but yeah, that's my favorite thing on earth. We go to the NFR every year, and there's nothing like it. I wish I could do what they do. They're just a lot tougher than I am.
It's not my thing, but Will is big on that. He wears cowboy boots to school. He'll occasionally wear a cowboy hat.
That hat could come in handy when he goes to UC Santa Barbara to represent the Gauchos.
But it was pretty amazing when I got that one because it was so close to home. I had it limited down to some schools that were pretty close. And when I realized that that was a place my parents could come visit and watch me play all the time, it was a pretty special moment for me and my family.
I don't think anyone's surprised that there was some action on Will to play some college baseball. No one really hits the ball as far as he does, and certainly I've never met or been around anybody that hits the ball that hard from both sides of the plate.
For Fox Sports West, this is Okechi Pakama of the Cronkite Sports Bureau in Los Angeles.